Well, hi everyone. We are back once again. It's Friday, and over the last few weeks, Sandy's been gracious enough to do a live cooking class for us, which is so fun. But we want this to be interactive. We want to know, where you're listening from, what you're doing today. We're anxious to know those kind of things. And as people start to jump on here, we've got a couple people already. We'll give it just a few minutes to get started. So I know a lot of you watch this on a replay later, which is really cool. I think last week's had over 1,000 people watched it.
And it does go for a while.
It does go for a while. So settle in, whether you have a soda or you might even have an early little glass of wine, possibly. I don't know what time it really is, but...
If it's, Thanksgiving Day, I start at 11,
sometimes
10:30.
So. But only on holidays, right?
I've been off for over 2 weeks now, so...
Okay, very good. Well, Dolores Wilhite is watching. Hi, Dolores. It's good to have you. And we've got several other people on as well. So you are going to be doing a giveaway today of one of our dip mixes. Yeah. Then we're going to be talking about some of those. But yeah, I think we'll get started, and we've got 17 people watching right now. Yolanda Deck is from McPherson.
Or maybe somebody has a favorite dip.
Oh yeah, or do you have
maybe Country Home or Willow Tree that you like?
Yeah, we can do that, or one that you make. I mean, I grew up making my favorite was when we made that 7-layer dip.
That was so good.
So good. That brings back memories of home. And my sister, Sherry Robertson, is watching. Sherry, remember all the 7-layer dip that we used to make?
Oh, that was just
so good.
Yeah, it's an easy one. And
we
all love it.
Well, Velma is watching from Inman. Joni Weeks is watching from Taneyville, Missouri. So we're glad to have you all. And we will get started because we know these go for a while.
Okay.
So.
And I know we talked about salmon, but I also mentioned barbecue potato as well, so I'm going to start with that, and then I'll move that out of the way, and because my salmon kind of makes a messier mess.
Okay. It is delicious, though. Kay Burke is watching from Concordia, and Judy Bands is watching from right here in good old Buhler.
Okay, well, thank you all. Okay, so you're going to need a big piece of foil, depending on how many people you have. Because I did not have this at home. I didn't realize I was out of my large grilling pieces, so I used a smaller one. You just have to make it a little bit longer. And probably all of you have done this at some point in time, some version of this, but this is what we did in our family all the time we get together, and Mom always just called them barbecue potatoes. And we asked her a while back, and it's like, where did you get that recipe? Where did you come up with that? And she thought maybe it was Better Homes and Gardens, I think.
Okay.
Like a magazine at one point in time. So you're just going to start with your favorite potato. I have done russets, whatever I've had available, but new potatoes are always so good, and either the white, the red, Yukons, anything like that, and about 1/4 inch thick, and I'm not real careful about, get them close to the same size.
That looks
good. So
good.
you're going to do a layer of potatoes, and, you could spray this first, but I am going to add some butter, and it has some bacon in it, and so I'll
we know it's going to be good if it has bacon in it.
Exactly.
So we've got Lois Wentz is watching. Hi, Lois. And Colette Tompkins from El Dorado, and Marcy Kaufman. So they've all jumped on.
Okay, I said my husband does not like onions, but
so no one mentioned this to Wayne.
Well, I have one pre-made. That can be his. And this will be mine. And you can use whatever onion. I thought I had a couple at home. I didn't, so I ran to the store and I got some green onions because I do like this. Maybe they're a little milder. It's springtime, and you're just going to cut some little rings here, and you're kind of layering this. And I use the green as well. So however much onion you like.
Yum. So, I like lots of onion.
I haven't had onion for a while, so.
And now Lori White has joined us, so hi to Lori.
And then we've always used raw bacon. That's how Mom did it.
Okay.
So 2 or 3 slices.
Can you fold the foil down so we can see what you're doing? There we go. Okay.
Yeah. So I've just got 3 slices here. I may not use all 3. I may just do a couple. If you want to cook your bacon first, you know, so it might, but it gets done. We've always just done it this way. Okay. And I just cut little tiny pieces. And you're going to layer this as well. And
I'd say you're like a 1/4-inch slices of on the bacon, so they are pretty small.
Pretty small. And you're just going to kind of sprinkle them over like that.
And we've got Kara Bontrager. Hi, Kara. She's joined us.
And I'm mixing my hands, but, you know, I'll probably dump this when I'm done, so I'm just going to keep using put my hand in here. Salt and pepper as you go, kind of as the layer. And then go back to your potatoes again.
Potatoes, yum.
And then again, just keep slicing away. Okay. And I don't know, you could probably put some peppers in here to spice it up a little bit. Red and yellow peppers. Or jalapenos if you like a little bit of heat to it. Change it up, make it a little more, you know, Mexican style, Southwesty.
Well, Yolanda Deck says, thanks for this real-time demo. We are all about the real. If there's nothing else you're going to learn, it's that we're real. And Kelly Day is on, and Jackie Enshoots is watching. Jackie, hope your family's all snugged in during this time. So that's looking good.
I think I had 6 or 7 potatoes. Like when we were at home, I mean, we had a big piece of foil, and because we love these. And then this is always good the next day. And
good for breakfast.
Oh, yeah. And if you have leftovers, you can make potato soup with it. You can. This is a great dish for, you know, to take covered dish. And you can do it in the oven as well as on the grill, which... Again, I did. This is one of a really good meal at the drugstore phrase.
Oh, sure.
And we did this, and of course I had to do it in foil pans, more like a scallop potato. So you know you can. It works.
You can improvise.
Oh yeah.
So Alvita Cates, who was a winner this week of our giveaway, she said, "Hi, we make potatoes like that when we go to the lake. We also put carrots in it."
Oh,
so
that would be good.
That would be good.
Yeah.
Give it some color.
She does sliced carrots or grated, or
I don't know, Alvita. Do you do sliced or grated, or how do you get them to cook?
Yeah.
And then Pat Augustine says hi, and Carolyn Johnson is watching. So. Yeah, just hi to everyone, and that is looking good. Let me see if I can get a little bit more close up.
I also use some butter in there, and that's kind of, you have the, you know, extra grease from your bacon, and the butter melting away there, and a little more salt and pepper as you do that. And like I say, you can put this in the oven. I put it on like a cookie sheet if you do the oven, or if you're going to just bake it in one of our foil pans. I brought up our fancy pan.
Oh, that'd be perfect.
If you have it in that foil pan already, you set it in that fancy pan. It's a great covered dish. Like you say, take to the lake. It's ready to go then. Well,
Terry Reed has jumped on. We talked to her yesterday. I think it was. So hi to Terry from McPherson.
Okay. So once you've got all that prepared, and you can do this early. So, you know, you've got something going on that night. You can get this ready to go. And then... of course, I don't know that we ever got anything ready ahead of time.
Oh, we did. My mom is a planner, so yes.
And
Sandy Culver just jumped on, so hi to Sandy.
And then you're just going to fold this up, roll those edges together, and tuck in your ends.
Okay.
And if your grill or your oven is going, and on the grill, I just set it on like this. I have and that's what I did this morning. I got my grill going.
Yum.
And then I took this out, and I'm going to leave it on there 25 minutes. Your potatoes are going to get not completely done. You don't want them all the way done. And then after that amount of time, you're going to open it up.
I have a couple of questions here. Kathy Juby says, ask Sandy if she uses butter or margarine. I can answer that.
Yeah.
I don't think she's ever had any margarine in her life. And Kay Varan says, looks yummy. And Alvita says, loved my prize. Thank you. And Marcy Kaufman says, we tend to put the whole stick.
Good.
Yum. Okay. Yeah.
If I had a little bit more, I probably would do the whole stick. So
a mystery ingredient here. This I wasn't expecting.
And we use Velveeta. You could probably use whatever cheese, but this just melts creamy and and we've always just used this forever.
Well, it's you know, we don't know if it's actually cheese.
Yeah.
It's Velveeta.
Yeah, this is my macaroni and cheese too. It makes the best. So after it's cooked, you know, about 20-25 minutes, open it up. Then you're going to add your cheese because you don't want that cheese to burn.
Right.
You know, if your coals are too hot, get it on here. And you're probably getting ready. The burgers are going on now, or whatever you're making. And
Yum.
then that way everything kind of finishes up the same.
That is looking good. So I've got Joyce Markham is watching, Marcy Smith is on, and Martha Ferguson says oven temp and time. What do you think oven temp?
I would do 350.
350?
Yeah, I think you're good at 350 for, you know, and again, I think, you know, 25, because they're only 1/4-inch slices.
Yeah.
You know, and they're kind of steaming in that foil. Yeah. So I think 20-25 minutes in the oven, then you could open up and do, and you know, I just, until it kind of covered the cheese, and then this is going to melt in. And
so do you leave that unopened now? You're going to close it back up. Okay.
So, you know, I'm doing this on, you know, it's going to be on my grate. You know, I just bring my cheese out and get it opened up and add that. Close it back up. And then leave it on, you know, 5-10 minutes, and then you can, once it's, check it, but it doesn't hurt to get some of that brown crispy cheese on the bottom.
Oh yeah.
It looks really, it makes it really good. But you can shove that kind of to a cooler spot while you finish, say you're doing some steaks, or, you know, finish working your other stuff on the other side of the grill.
Well, Cindy Reason says hello, and yeah, ooh, yum.
And then this is what it looks like when it's done. And this was done this morning, so it's been setting here a little bit. My cheese doesn't look as melted. But you can see on that bottom, you get some of that crispy
oh, yeah,
cheese
that's the
down
good part.
there, and it's so yummy. And those are like some of my favorite pieces right there.
Yes, I like that too. So Yolanda Deck says, I cannot wait to try this.
So just really good.
Yum.
And an easy recipe, a great large crowd recipe. You know, you could do 2 foil packs of them if you're, you know, have a get together and on the grill. So that's our barbecue potatoes.
Yum.
And when our family got together, it seemed like this was always on the menu.
So let's just recap that for the people that are jumping in late. Just go over the list of ingredients again and the basics.
Okay, so your large piece of foil.
Okay.
And then you can spray that down first before you do it, or just add some butter to begin with. Then you're going to slice your little potatoes in rounds about 1/4 inch thick. Okay. And depending on how many you're eating. So I did about 7 or 8 for Wayne and I.
Okay.
That'll be his. And
there we are. We're still there.
So, and you're just going to kind of layers, and then whatever onions. You can use white onions, red onions, the green onions, and however much you like.
Yeah, I'd put a little garlic in there maybe. So.
And go ahead.
We're good.
And then bacon, and 2 or 3 pieces of bacon that you're going to slice up. So you're just going to lay your potatoes, onion, bacon, butter, potatoes, onions, bacon, butter, layer it. You're going to salt and pepper as you go as well. Okay. Fold your foil up around it, tuck in your ends. This is going to go on the grill for about 20-25 minutes. You don't want the potatoes completely done because it's going to keep cooking. Right. You're going to open that up and then add your cheese. Okay. Velveeta is really good on it. But you can use some shredded cheddars. I'm sure you could do any of that. This just makes it creamy and melts in. And probably another 10 minutes. You might check it after 10 just to make sure that cheese is melted and it's not really sticking on the bottom, and then adjust where you need to move that to your grill so it doesn't burn the cheese. Okay, well, we've got Alden and Joan Dick are watching, and Kay Varan says, looks like what I'm making tonight with my meatloaf. That sounds good. Amy McGonigal is watching, and Daleen Unruh says, or Daleen Johnson says, looks yummy. And Sharon Zier says, we'll be trying this. And yeah, excellent. Excellent, excellent. Okay. Now we'll move on to the salmon. Okay. So this is a little more, I'm trying to think what And Carla Latham says, what time shall we be there for supper? Well, I don't know.
That's always an unknown at our house too. We do not eat at 6 p.m. That looks good. We got some salmon yesterday, so that I could be prepared.
I know it would be delicious just like this.
Yes.
So I'm just showing you something different that I've done, and I know they sell these salmon burgers at the seafood shop over there. Not sure how
in Wichita.
they make them, but I've watched this on. It's Jamie Oliver's, like 5-ingredient, meals. And sometimes I catch him. He was on Create, but then I found him again on this news station. It was called Dabble, like 36 something, which, we don't have cable, so these are just the channels that we get. And so it's kind of a version of what he has done as well. And so to begin with, you want the skin off, and this could take me just a little bit. But I was just going to show you. I thought, well, I could have it done, but I might as well show you.
Yeah. How do you do that?
You need a good knife to begin with. And if anybody has any suggestions on this besides a sharp knife, because you want that skin to come off. I don't want it on there. And it wasn't too bad this morning. And I wondered, I didn't know if it would come off better if it was frozen a little bit. I don't know. And you can use any salmon. Right now they have some of those, that Pacific salmon for $5.99 at Dillon's.
Wow. We got some steelhead trout yesterday that would also be really, really good.
And I'm just working my way, trying to get that skin. I was able to pull the one I did this morning. I was able to pull it a little bit. I don't want a lot of that silver skin there, but it does come up a little bit. This I felt like was my sharpest knife I had at home. So I brought it. So it takes just a little bit to get all this off. I don't know if I can. You don't want to lose any salmon.
Right.
I saw a little bit. I thought maybe that.
Well, we've got Ross Muth is watching, so hello to him. And we love that all of you are still watching. There's 44 people watching, Sandy.
My. Again, pressure is on. And I did my hair so well today.
I will say that the final product here, it was my birthday this week, and I requested this from Sandy back in January when she made this for Sarah's birthday. It was just so delicious and yummy, and it did not disappoint. It was wonderful.
I don't want to not get all of this on here. Like I say, if anybody has any pointers on this besides just a really good sharp knife, I would take help on this one. But I wonder if they would take the skin off for you at the store.
Oh, I don't know.
If you bought it, could you say, could you skin that for me? I wonder if they do that.
I don't know. We'll have to, if anyone knows, just let us know.
That would save
leave
a
us
lot of this.
Leave us this little message.
I suppose you could buy. But once you get it going, you saw that piece came off fairly easy. And don't worry about it looks, because we're going to chop this up. So I don't think I'm just butchering this nice fillet.
Okay, so how many of you out there are salmon eaters and how many of you are burger eaters? I guess that's a question we can put out for our customers right now. But yum.
Okay. I'm going to kind of clean some of the scales up here. Give me just a second to wash my hands.
Okay. We're all about the hand washing.
Yes, we are. Get that off of there because I don't want any of that in my burgers.
No.
And then we will start.
Joni Weeks says definitely salmon, and Alden and Joan say both, and Yolanda says both are great. Haven't had a salmon burger. This is different than what you might have grown up with as kids, as a salmon patty that our moms made in the 60s and 70s.
They just didn't have fresh salmon available.
Well, that's true.
Back
that's
then.
True.
Where now you can, it's, pretty much in all your stores. Okay, so I think I'm good there with all that cleaned up. And then you are going to take, and I did use this. We talked about this yesterday. I said, I'm going to try this and see how this works.
Oh.
But you're going to start by cutting up your salmon just in some chunks.
Okay. Hey, Carmen is watching.
Oh, hi, Carmen.
Hi, sister. And Daylene says you need a sharp fillet knife. And yeah, Daylene, I think that's right.
Yeah.
I am a knife sharpener. I sharpen them almost before every single cut.
Oh, way to go. I do not have I need a knife sharpener. And when we had them, I never bought myself one. When we had them at the store, and I should have.
Our son, Josh, is a knife sharpening fanatic, and I have multiple knife sharpeners.
I know Dad was like, every time he done, don't we have a sharp knife around here somewhere?
Yeah.
You know, we come time to slice the turkey and the prime ribs, and so you're gonna get some chunks going here, and then I'll try this. I used it this morning, and I was able to break up some of the. You don't want really itty bitty fine pieces. You want some nice chunks,
Chunky.
but you can kind of do a section. Maybe you want you can do finer, because then it helps stick together.
Okay. Stephanie Augustine joined in now. She's watching, so and welcome to Stephanie. So I know Carmen is my salmon sister. And she says, love you, girls. We love you too, Carmen.
Love you too, Carmen. And so I thought this worked really well. And we sell these. This is the Chopster, or we have the Crumbs brand. And I think I looked back there. They were $8.99 on the Crumbs brand. And I'm sure the Chopster was similar. I'm not sure, did we say we didn't have any Chopster?
I think we've only got one or two.
Yeah. But just kind of pound. I really liked this. When I was working it, I thought it was a good.
Yeah.
I thought of that yesterday, and then I thought, well,
so you're kind of making it in the consistency of a hamburger.
Yeah, a little more mince there, but yet I want some chunks of the other. So I've kind of got that down pretty fine, and then we're going to leave that set there for a minute.
Okay.
My hands again.
Okay.
And then we're going to get some seasoning going.
Okay.
And I have the garlic, and I went ahead and just had the garlic ready. I think y'all know you can.
Yeah, if you watched you last week, she showed how to use the garlic peeler.
But I liked it grated, and so I got a fairly good sized clove of garlic, and I have another one there.
Kay Varan says, I actually foil bake my salmon, then remove the skin and flake prior to assembling the salmon patties. Huh, okay.
You can do that.
Yeah.
Cooking time then will vary.
Be different.
Yeah,
yeah.
when you put it on. But
thanks for the tip, Kay.
Yes. I have done that as well.
Okay. Or you could maybe make it out of leftover salmon.
Yeah, and when I've done that, then I have added like an egg and some breadcrumbs to it.
To get it to stick together.
I don't know how, so maybe she knows that. After you do that, after it's cooked, does it stick together on its own?
I don't know, Kay, if you heard that, we'd love to know how you do that.
Because I did that, I have done that, but I've added the egg and some panko.
Yum. That
you're gonna put
garlic looks good.
Garlic in there, and then I like ginger. And easy way to peel is just use a spoon and just peel down on that ginger, and takes that skin right off, and just a small chunk. And if you don't like ginger, leave it out. Some people don't. I love ginger though. In fact, I do like ginger face. I put some in for sinus, I put some in a pan and let it boil, turn my the pot off, the burner off, and then I just put a towel over my head and I inhale that ginger. It's so good. And then I just do ginger shots too. I always grate some fresh ginger in the morning and do ginger shots.
Okay.
And then you're just going to do this on your grater just like you did the garlic.
Yum. That is looking good.
That's good. There. And just, you're going to mix all this in. And I think I'll just do it on this one side, I think, over here with the ginger and the garlic. I'm going to do a little bit of lime zest in it.
Okay,
and,
yum.
Just for a little extra seasoning. Okay, we have the salmon seasoning, and you can just stop here if you want a little bit of flavor. Put your favorite seasoning. that's so I checked both of them out. The salmon has more of a dill flavor to it.
Makes sense.
Fajita seasoning has more of your lime
Okay.
seasoning. So either one of those are
It'd be really good.
Really good in here. And so I was going to do this just with a little bit of the garlic or the salmon, the dill seasoning on that. And
yum. And that is comes in a little packet. It's $3.99 I think for the packet.
And it'll do packet.
It'll do plenty.
Yeah.
But I've used that for salmon, doing it another way, and oh my, it's delicious.
Just bake it with that on it. And,
yep.
And salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper.
Season as we go. Make sure I have everything in there that I was planning on putting in there. I think I have everything.
And Shelley Bartell joined us, and so welcome, Shelley.
I'm going to mix this up first. I have one more ingredient to add.
Is it a secret ingredient, or are you going to tell us?
I'll tell you. I don't believe in secret recipes. You know,
Thank you. Thank you.
You should share them.
I agree.
Don't take them to the grave with you.
Yes.
That is so good.
Yes.
I never got that.
Yep.
You know, I think if you got some that's really good, let other people make it and share what
Absolutely.
you've done. Cilantro.
Oh, okay. Yum.
And you can use the stems on this, just to get you a little bunch of it. I don't really measure, probably a couple tablespoons. And you're just going to chop that up.
Okay, and Kay Varan is back and telling us how she does it. She uses egg, green onions, green peppers, and substitutes pork rind crumbs to be keto friendly.
Oh, there you go.
And there's lots of seasoning options. I love dill. I'll have to try that. And Tove Brunk is watching, so hello to Tove too. So cilantro is the secret ingredient, and I do love this because I'm a cilantro fan. And
you could change it up and do fresh basil. I've done that before too in summertime. I don't have any at this time. I got the cilantro. So you're just going to get that finely chopped there, and you're going to mix this in, and then this just all goes together. If you have really big chunks, you might just get them just a hair, just a little bit smaller there.
Carmen says she's on her way. You can't leave your house, Carmen.
Darn, you could just head right to my house and stay tonight. And then this just all gets mixed up. And it is wet.
Oh, Jackie Eklund is on. So hi, Jackie. Yeah, it really is like the consistency of a rough hamburger.
And so we're to this point, and it's kind of like, it is like your hamburger, so you're just going to kind of shape it. They say get it together and then just score so your patties are even like that. So you don't have one bigger
I've never
than the
scored
other.
like that, but
I've started.
And Sue Achilles is on, so hi to Sue as well. We miss seeing you. We miss seeing all of you. It's pretty quiet here in the store.
I'll probably just put this back on here because I'll do this tonight. And you could do this on top of the stove.
Oh.
It does not have to go to the grill. Just
okay. Like in a skillet or?
Skillet. Put some olive oil in there first, and you're just going to lightly brown both sides of it.
Okay.
Yeah. It does not have to be on the grill.
And do you leave them kind of mounded up like that?
Yep, you're just going to kind of shape there. Now, I put these in the refrigerator this morning before I put them on the grill.
Okay.
If you wanted to do it in the stove, you could even, just barely put them in a panko.
Okay.
Like a seasoned breadcrumb, on top there. And then put them in your skillet with some oil, and then watch, probably 2-3 minutes per side, maybe a little bit more. Some people like their salmon not cooked as well.
Okay.
I prefer at least a medium on mine. I don't want it that rare.
Okay.
Some people do a little, but yeah, you're just going to kind of shape it just like you do
a burger
patty. And when I put them on my tray, and apparently that's one thing I forgot.
That's okay.
I would put some olive oil down first, and that's what I did this morning. I had my pan with some olive oil on it, and then I just shaped these, and I stuck it back in the fridge until I was ready to move out to the grill.
To grill.
I waited, my potatoes were ready. I had them out there. I was waiting for them because these aren't going to take long once they get out there on the grill.
Jerry Jurgen is watching, and Carmen says these look delicious. Marge Dwyer is on now, so hello to all of them. Jane Fitch, is the recipe on your website? Nope, because Sandy doesn't actually write down any recipes. So we'll go over the cooking at the end of each segment for each item she makes. She will give a little rundown of the recipe again.
And so kind of like that. Like I say, I usually refrigerate these a little bit. When you get them out to the grill, make sure you brush your grill, get something down. When I did yours the other day, I tried the grill
mat
liner, that mat out first.
Yeah.
So that would be something else you could do. You just got to watch not going over 500. I was a little scared because sometimes if I go off, this shoots up to 500 right away.
Oh.
And
okay.
So watch that.
Sue Scott is on and says, looks fabulous. And hi, Sue. It's good to see you.
So now you're ready to go. I'd season again on top. And I got everything in there. Like I say, these are going to go into the fridge for a while, but and then it doesn't have to be long, 10 minutes, or you can go directly to the grill or your skillet. Just make sure your grill is oiled before you put it on. These are going to have some oil on them, but brush your grill first, and then, use that paper towel with your tongs and get those grates really oiled up.
Okay.
And then you're just going to lay them on there. It's not going to take that long. They held together. They've always held together for me, unless when you're flipping them over and that's not grilled. I mean, it's not grease there. They do stick, but you can get them flipped. And I just like those good grill marks on there, and I will show you what that looks like here in a minute.
And I can tell you these are delicious. Delicious.
I did, and I forgot to give you yours the other day. I made a little, get my hands washed here, garlic, like an aioli type thing with, you can do mayonnaise or so here was your packet.
Oh, well, that ship has sailed.
And this, you can mix up sour cream, mayo, get you some garlic in there, and if you're using one of these seasonings, just put a little bit of that in with it. If you like some heat, some sriracha, a little bit depending how you like. And you've got just a little bit of a dollop there.
Sure.
Put on. I did some burgers this morning. They're on the same pan as I did these.
That's okay.
But this is what it looks like. Your salmon burger.
Yum.
You get that grill smoky flavor on there. On burgers, when you're doing burgers, make sure your middle is smaller than your outside. So, because the outside edge cooks quicker
faster
than the inside, and then if it's bigger, like if you really mound that burger up and it's not flat, it puffs up and then it doesn't get done.
It doesn't get done.
Rare on the middle, and it'll be done on the outside. So when you're making that burger, press down on that middle. You don't want it.
Somewhere I saw that one of the chefs I was watching actually puts a hole in the middle of the burger, and that he talked about that just letting the kind of juices just go there. Right. So that was kind of interesting. I had never done that, so learn something every day here.
So you can do it as a burger. Usually we just eat it as a patty, but you add some lettuce and tomato to that. Have your potatoes, so burger or just a patty. I made a coleslaw with it. Again, you can do that same dressing. I was going to try and do that, but don't know that that's necessary. You can chop up some cabbage, shred it, buy it in the bag. And like I say, use that same, if you mix up something like this, that can be your dressing over your slaw. You can do more Asian, maybe some sesame oil, which is what I have in here. And there's your dinner. I also thought any of these would be a great topping on the salmon.
Yes.
Like a red pepper jelly or Jake and Amos.
Right.
Pepper relish would be
I'm thinking
good,
that one, the roasted garlic and onion jam.
That might
yum,
be
yum,
tasty,
yum, yum.
or honey mustard. So we just got these in, so I thought those would really be a nice addition to it.
Sure.
Just a little bit. But here is the final plate, what it looks like. The salmon, your barbecue potatoes, some coleslaw, or do a green salad, or do it as a burger. So that's probably what I'm having tonight for supper. Haven't decided burgers or salmon, but Vicki and I'll probably eat one of these for lunch here shortly.
Yes.
And I think that's pretty much what I had going. We will talk. I'm going to talk about our little gift package that we talked about this morning on the show, and this is a dinner tonight gift set. You're going to get free shipping on this, and this is Friday and Saturday only. So we are taking care of that shipping. It shows up on there that you pay for it, and then we refund it if you're interested in buying these. You're not going to get the basket, just FYI, but it will be put together in a nice box. We just thought this looked like a fun idea to do since we're doing meals. And I think she said either the salmon or the burger or fajita. If you have a favorite one, we can change that out, make it how you like. This has the reusable storage bags, which are awesome. I don't have them yet, but I will be getting them. This tea towel, we have not come up with like a waffle weave on it. I'm not sure what, we haven't figured out what they were calling that, but I have this towel and I love them. We're including a farmhouse ranch dip or a dill dip, which you could use that as a side dip to add to your salmon patty, or just use it as a dip.
Super.
And
so much.
we were putting the carrot cake dip in there because how yummy is that for Easter or any time? And this makes a great dump cake or just a dip, but the dump cake's really good. And then we've got the little measuring spoons in there and a lemon cheese ball or dip mix. So if you're interested in this, you might tell them I described all this, told them they get free shipping with it.
Yeah, we put this together last night for today's cooking demos, and we're doing a special on it. This is a $44.99 value. We're doing it for $30. Let's see. You can take the little sticker off there.
And I've talked about all the dips.
Oh, great.
There.
Okay.
I mentioned all the stuff that's in it. And I didn't think we ever came up with the name of the towel.
No.
I think it was waffle weave.
Nope, that's not it. It starts with hook.
Oh, okay.
It starts, I know that,
remember that.
but I will figure it out. But we are doing this for $30. When you place your order, it will add the shipping, but we're immediately refunding that shipping back to you. We just could not figure out how to do free shipping on only one item in the store. You're going to choose the burger basket or the salmon basket,
or
we could do fajita if you
Yeah.
just put a note in the comment section. But we wanted to offer something special to those of you that watch our Sandy's cooking show, and this would make a great gift for $30. There's a lot in there. I just thought people are cooking. I mean, we're all cooking meal after meal after meal. I ran into someone this morning in the grocery store, and he said, we have never eaten at home so much in our whole life. And he was in getting a list of things. So you can order that at shopadrians.com and then just search dinner tonight. And we're doing that free shipping today, tomorrow through midnight. And so if your order comes after that, you will have to pay the shipping. So.
Okay, we talked about earlier, I was going to tell you whoever did the chicken recipe.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Then, so
last week.
Yes. We did that stuffed chicken with the Parmesan and spinach and the cream cheese. And so we'd already had another meal of it that night, plus I just had it right before that. So I think, well, we probably need to do something different. So I had 2 chicken breasts left, and I started in a skillet. Of course, I put some garlic in there and some oil. And then I just cubed the chicken right into that pan.
Right, with all the cream cheese and everything, the stuffing and the spinach and everything.
Yes.
Okay.
And then I added more spinach because I just like spinach a lot. So I added, cut it up, did a little bit more because it's going to cook down to, hardly anything once you add that. And then I had a can of black beans, rinsed and drained, added that to it.
Okay.
And then I added some Rotel, maybe a half a can of Rotel.
Okay.
And then those are things that I just keep on hand. I always like black beans because you never know what side you need at the last minute, and those are always good.
Right.
And and then I keep, it's the green chili enchilada sauce. And I think it's Las Palmas. So I had the large can.
Okay.
And I poured, just a little bit of that in, got some juices going, and kind of let that cook together. It doesn't take much because your chicken's already cooked. So you're just kind of heating this through and making enchiladas. A lot of people talked about enchiladas as their favorite recipe.
They did, with the chicken. Yeah, we do. What's not to like?
How easy to put this together then.
Yeah.
So I never can decide if I prefer flour tortillas or corn tortillas, so I always do both.
Of course you do.
And
wait, does anyone else do flour and corn in the same recipe?
I have to do both.
Oh my.
So what I have been watching on, I think it was Cook's Country, they've been doing some Mexican and using the tortillas. And the oven's at 375, 400. Get your tortillas out, brush both sides with oil.
Okay.
And you're going to lay them out and they can overlap on your cookie sheet. And I think I had 6 and 4. Like I did 6 flour, 4 corn.
Okay.
And they can go together. And you're going to put them, make sure both sides are done, because they need to be softened before you roll up, especially that corn. It's not pliable. They're just going to break apart.
Yeah, and that sounds so much easier than dipping them in the hot oil in the skillet.
Yeah. Put these in the oven. I think it was about 5 minutes. I forgot to really pay attention to the time. And then I got them out. They had they've softened up. Some of them got a little crispy, but I especially the flour, I kind of like that anyway. So I like mine. I've always done fried, but so I wanted to try this. Had them out. You're going to put your, couple tablespoons of that chicken filling in there. I added some cheese to the top of it and just rolled up really so nice and easy, tight. And I used a...
Carmen says, girls, I am starving. I can just hear her saying it too. We are going to make you hungry, Carmen.
I had a 9x13. I just used my Pyrex.
Okay.
Put a little bit of the green salsa to cover the bottom, and I'd spray it first. Cover a little bit of your enchilada sauce on the bottom, and then just start laying your tortillas as you're done, and just set them in top there. I poured the rest of it on the top of it.
Okay.
Add a little more extra cheese on it. Put in the oven in 15-20 minutes. It didn't take long at all. I had some rice left over from the other evening, which I added some lemon zest to when I cooked it, and excuse me. So I had that on the side, a little bit of lettuce on the side of that. I think it's what I sent you the picture
I know.
of. And I had some avocados, some cilantro. So when you take it out of the oven and plate it, you can put a little more fresh cheese on it, your tomatoes, and some fresh cilantro chopped up, and spread that around. And Wayne loved it. He was like, this is really good.
I loved it from virtually. She sent me a picture, and it was so beautiful, too. It was just beautifully plated. And again, a great way to use leftover chicken. And I would think you could use about any kind of leftover chicken, or even rotisserie chicken would be good in that.
So those were 3 meals that we kind of got off that.
Out of that one recipe.
Enchiladas, and then your main chicken, especially if you did that big package of chicken breasts.
Right.
Because I had, I think, 7 chicken breasts in
that
one package. So I got several, and we still have enchiladas, of course, to eat. I had I think 6 of them. So
yum.
Great dish. So you might want to try that one as well. And I don't know, do I need to recap anything? Were we good on the salmon?
I think we are good. Nobody's asking any questions. So Lois Wentz said, a blessed Easter to you all. Yes, it's going to be a very different Easter for everyone in the world. And yes, we send you Easter wishes as well. So thank you so much to everyone that joined us. And thank you, Sandy. Again, I learned things that I definitely did not know. I had no idea about the salmon. I didn't know that you did the salmon raw, for one thing. You just don't, I don't think about these things. But I certainly enjoyed my birthday. Sandy made me a gorgeous platter of salad, and we'll probably be eating this in a minute. But yes, like I say, this was something I requested for birthday because Sandy's so good and brings us yummy goodies. And Becky, I'm not even going to try to pronounce your last name, Becky. She said she makes it sound and look so easy. She does, but I think one thing I've always known about you is it looks fancy, maybe, but you are a very simple, fresh ingredients, I think, is the most important thing. And yeah, it's nothing I've ever seen you make has been complicated. It's all been easy.
And try it once, and then I've done
Tweak
it a couple times, so it's gotten a little easier for me to put these together and use them. So yeah, just practice a little different things. Try it. Add some things that you like to add, and come up with your own. And
absolutely.
Thank you so much, everybody. Hope you try it and hope you like it. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll see you hopefully next week. We'll come back at you with who knows what Sandy might come up with. But have a great Easter, and we will see you back here live tomorrow morning about 9:30, 9:45. We just love jumping on and visiting with you. Yolanda says thanks for the tips. So,
and we could put any box together, like with some items to.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Some kitchen items and some tools that we have, like that chop stir, and put something together like that.
We're happy to do that. Thank you again for joining us, and thank you for supporting not just Adrians, but small businesses all around our country. We are forever in your debt, and we love that you've joined us. We will talk to you soon. For those of you that are local here in Reno County, we would love if you would go on rallyreno.org. I think it's .org. If you purchase a gift certificate to a local store or a local restaurant, they have matching funds from a private donor that will match the same amount in food for the food bank. And so if you buy a $50 gift certificate, it also, someone is buying a $50 worth of food for someone in our community. So that is a great way to support all the local businesses around us. And I'm sure that's going on all over the country. So those of you who are in other places, be sure to take advantage of that. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.